Right, guys, welcome to this week's episode of the pod. Man United have just ended up losing 3-1 to Arsenal, which is why we're jumping on just after that. How are we all doing, lads?
All right.
I'm doing good.
Right, so we might as well start with the freshest one. We'll start with Arsenal, should we? Go on, Gav.
Yeah, we won 3-1. I think, in all honesty, I think a draw was fair. I think 1-1 would have done a good job, to be fair. Man United won the poor, we won the poor, but either one of us weren't great. They had their chances, we had our chances. To be fair, I was watching it with a United fan before, and we both agreed the way United set up to defend was actually pretty good, and they actually stuck to it rather than run about like headless chickens. Like, I mean, Dalot isn't a left back, but he nullified Saka. Like,
Brilliant,
fuck. I think
90
we were
minutes is
greedy.
brilliant.
Who, Dalot?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think everyone was a bit greedy. Nketiah kept wanting to shoot rather than lay the ball off. Odegaard, there was one moment in the second half, he had Saka on the overlap, free. I don't want to say if you give him the ball, he could have went in and scored.
Yeah.
But there's no one in front of him, and he's tried to juggle it past 3 players and lost it. The penalty, it would have been soft to give it, but I think as it was given, it shouldn't have been overturned. It's not clear and obvious. Yeah, where he's been sandwiching between Casemiro and Wan-Bissaka.
Yeah, I agree. It's not a penalty. I think they need to sort out the guidelines for it because it makes no sense at the moment. What they're overturning and what they're not overturning.
The thing that they've always stuck by is if... Sorry, Matty.
They never overturned it. They told them to go have a look at it.
No, but what...
So it was the ref, wasn't it?
It was always the ref's decision. So they might have told them to have a look at it, but it was they never overturned it. So it was still up to the.
But the thing is, if it's clear, the thing they've always said, if it's clear and obvious, they won't overturn it or they won't get the official to go look at it. They've always said that. But the thing is, there was contact, but it's minimal. Does it knock Havertz off his stride? Who knows? The offside, in real time, I don't think it is offside. I agree with Eric Ten Hag.
One.
Yeah.
I think that is... Eric Ten Hag was literally just saying it before we came on, and I don't tend to agree with him, but I think the camera angle perhaps
helps.
Blesses Arsenal a bit.
Yeah.
I think if it's straight on, I think Garnacho's on.
I don't like how they show it from behind. Like, not in front of where the players are running. It always seems to be behind.
Yeah.
Like, I don't understand why Gabriel's so deep, and I don't understand why he's leaning forward like a sprinter going to the finish line. Like, I don't get it. Rice's goal, there's an argument that shouldn't have stood. Mm-hmm. I noticed that Johnny Evans and Gabriel was both
Johnny
tussling.
Evans completely made a meal out of that.
Yeah, but the thing is, they're both grabbing each other. And if Gabriel isn't grabbing Johnny Evans, does Johnny Evans go and shut down Rice as quick as possible? Who knows?
That Rice goal, by the way, sorry, just the thing on it. I don't know if anyone else thinks this. Onana, he telegraphed the fact that he was going to... I don't know if it's just because I've watched Declan Rice so many years or what, but he absolutely telegraphed he's going to put it in the bottom left.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's doing. And then carrying it... Sorry.
Onana is dreadful. So... Yes, you can telegraph Rice just by the way he positions his body that he's going bottom left, and then the third goal, he's already on the fucking floor before Jesus shoots. Like, it's just mad. I think Declan Rice had a fucking blinder, by the way. I thought he was brilliant.
Yeah,
Havertz,
his vision in this game was brilliant.
He seems to be.
We're not going to talk about his shot in the first half.
He seems to be the topic of
Ben's getting attitude off a geezer in TikTok at the moment.
Every Sunday. One, his shot, by the way, fuck me. And two, he was at fault to give the goal away for Man United. Like, he's just shit.
Was he?
By the way,
did he give the ball away? I can't remember who gave it away. Was it him? I kind of go with Ben White. Sorry, Jay. I think I'll go with Ben White, though. Because, he's trying to shuffle him down the line, but he's not doing anything to prevent him cutting inside. We all know what Rashford does. Like, we all know what his MO is. In Ramsdale, he's got wrists like Play-Doh. I don't get it. Both him and Onana, they can't save a ball with one hand. They're both shit. Get right in. That's what I say.
I thought both the first goals were brilliant. Both of them. Odegaard took it brilliantly in the first goal. It was unreal. Ben White had an absolute nightmare today against Rashford.
Yeah.
I thought I didn't think every single time I think Rashford looked down that wing, it was just like you don't want to take him down there because Rashford's one of those players. Yeah,
like there was that one he's ran into the box. It's when Højlund was on, and he squared it to Højlund. Any touch is going down and it's a pen. I thought it was going to be. I thought that's it.
By the way, if Højlund just leaves that, I think it's Bruno Fernandes is right behind him, ready to scoop that in.
Yeah. I think Højlund.
There's a few times Fernandes done that today.
Højlund just looks like a big wanky packet of knickknacks, doesn't he?
I thought he had an alright game.
Nah, dang, he did, mate. I thought he was just filled in.
I think he was another bit that Arsenal needed to focus on. Is why I think he was actually decent. Because for most of the game they were playing in and out passing. They didn't really involve Martial at all. And then Højlund came in, and it was just a sort of, we'll give him the ball and he'll play off him. Gabriel
I'd like to see
both times brilliantly though.
I'd like to see after the international break. Who's your first game back? Do you know?
Us, it's Everton.
Everton away.
It's what, sorry?
Yeah, on the 17th.
Do you know what? I think Man United actually picked a bit of a hole with your defence. I don't think Gabriel dealt with Højlund as well at all. I think you saw that in the first 2-3 minutes. I don't think Højlund exploited it very well, but I think someone a bit cleverer, which is a terrible word to use, but cleverer, I think would have had him about a bit.
Nah, I think Gabriel just kind of showed
that might be a penalty
about it though.
with a grappling in the penalty area.
Nah, I wouldn't say so. What, when Højlund ran at him?
No, so you know when he took the ball and then as he's tried to turn, he's gone down saying basically he's wrestled to the ground. The reason why I say it might be is I never saw it again. I only saw one clip of it, so I don't really know. But it was like it looked dodgy.
It's a difficult one because obviously it's against Arsenal, so it's a case of all four of us know I can go in on Gabriel sometimes, and he's too hot for his own good. But I thought he actually done what he needed to. Yeah, there was a bit of physicality in it, but he knew when to stop holding. When he knew I keep wanting to say Haaland. Højlund kept wanting to cut inside and stuff. I want to say this for Odegaard's goal though. It's the best bit of play I've seen us do all season. It was so basic. 1-2 passes, one across the box. Why can't we do that every week? Like, we couldn't score a goal against Fulham because we wouldn't put the ball in the box. And then we recorded something like 24 crosses today. I mean, 23%. Yeah, 23% was actually completed, but that's not the point.
Yeah, corners were terrible today.
Martinelli's Saka's was pretty good, I would say.
Martinelli just couldn't do it.
Yeah, it was a weird game. Yeah, I know, it was weird, wasn't it?
I don't know why they kept him on the corners. It never bet the first man. And then when he was on the
wing,
when
Fabio Vieira came on.
When he ran down the wing and cut back, it was just too deep. He just couldn't get a fucking ball in correctly.
What we were on about last week.
That's always Martinelli's problem, though. He either hits it along the fucking floor, or it's killed. It's gone. You'll never see it again. Like Saka, though, it's not a great opinion for Arsenal fans. Well, mine's isn't anyway. He was shit today.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't do anything. Like he had a few good passes.
He's shit if he's shown onto his right foot.
Yeah, the problem is we've been crying out for Ben White to be at right back instead of Partey and get the overlaps going. And I think maybe 3 of them went to him when Saka had the ball. Like, if we're going to cry and get him into that position, surely the most that the players can do is actually show why he should be in the position. The last thing I'll say on it, I think it's a fair 1-1. But 3-1 flatters us way too much. We weren't overly impressive, but Man United weren't overly shit.
It's a horrible way to lose the game. 2 goals in extra time. It's a fucking horrible way to lose the game.
But Saka should have scored before the Rasmus chance. He's aimed it right at Onana. Mm-hmm. Onana didn't have to do anything. He may as well have just fucking stood there doing jumping jacks.
Did
He's hit
Nketiah
it
have a good
fucking
game?
at him.
See,
Pardon?
he made
Did Nketiah have a good game?
Onana made 30. Was it 36 completed passes? Was it the first half? Like that's mental.
Yeah,
for a
something
goalkeeper.
like that. I think the start they showed in the first half was Man United had 198 passes completed in their own half in the first half. So
That's
is that good that they're able to make a pass? Or is it the fact that Arsenal kept them at bay in their own half?
They just never really threatened, really. Other than the goal for Rashford, it was I don't know.
But the problem was it was a battle of midfield.
Right.
It wasn't the battle of end to end. Like when Rashford scored, we went up and scored, and then we immediately went back to doing what we were doing and sat back.
Mhm.
I think Gary Neville said that too. He went, I don't understand why they're not pressing Onana on the ball. He was so shaky with getting out. I was quite happy when Maguire came on. I thought, yes, thank fuck, here we go.
Nuts, mate. He didn't look weak though. I'll give him his dues. He looks alright.
Who, Maguire?
Yeah, I thought he looks alright.
I didn't really see an awful lot he did. I think he got left in the dust on one of them, but they
Yeah,
went
not
to a
for his
back
pace,
three
is
though.
he?
How weird is it though seeing fucking
But-
Maguire and Johnny Evans?
It's prime 2011. It's prime 2011.
Aye.
Bloody Man United.
Man United's bench looked weak though. Like I think that's why they've brought Johnny Evans in because the Varane's out injured. Martinez has went off. I think Martinez went off injured. Lindelof's went off injured now. They've got Maguire and Johnny Evans. That's it.
That's
But
not
they
the
had that
replacement she want.
Palestri.
That's good for us.
Who-
I think
who
we
the fuck
can't
is he?
soon.
He came in last season. He's actually
Oh,
alright.
he had
Um,
pre-season or something apparently.
He's actually
Yeah.
alright.
I would all said the same with Garnacho. And he can't fuck off for the first minute.
Yeah, I was gonna.
United
Yeah, I was gonna
fans
say,
fucking off
say
though,
that.
saying that he's the next
Came
boy
on.
wonder.
Came on later in the game, mate, and he that run, by the way, is brilliant for that second goal that was disallowed.
Yeah.
Genuinely.
I'll say that Garnacho from the first minute, he showed it at Wolves the first game of the season. Awful. He was shit. He couldn't do
Yeah,
anything.
completely.
And then he comes on in the 80th minute, and it's like he's just, I don't know. He just seems to be able to do
He
stuff.
needs centre backs who have already played 70 odd minutes. He
Mhm.
can't hack it. I don't think against like proper good centre backs who are fully awake almost.
There was one chance that Rashford fucked completely. I think Saliba's give it away. He's out of position, and it's only. Why do I want to say it's only Gabriel and Tomiyasu at the back with Anthony, Eriksen, and Rashford with the ball. All he needed to do was just go to the back post, and Anthony's there one-on-one with Ramsdale. And he's tried to overcomplicate it, but
Anthony's quiet again, wasn't he?
He's
Anthony's
Anthony's
shit,
very quiet,
that's
I
why.
thought.
He is
Yeah,
absolute
I don't
dog shit.
get it. I don't get that player at all.
I said this on TikTok. He's just a human fidget spinner. He
Yeah.
doesn't fucking do anything
It's nuts,
else.
isn't it?
Um,
Right. If that's everything about Arsenal, it's going to the best game of the weekend. Matty, what was the score at Brighton?
Was that also not 3-1?
Are you just going to be a cunt all your life?
What was the score?
3-1 Brighton.
Oh, right. Ain't for everyone, is it, winning away at Brighton? But there we go. I can say that now. See? I watched the full game. What did you think?
Worst performance we've dished out in fucking months.
Yeah. I'd completely agree with you.
We really,
Just looked like a-
really, really missed Botman, I think. We just, it was horrible to watch.
He
See,
just looked like a step behind, though, with everything. I don't know what it was. It wasn't quite fatigue, and it wasn't quite not concentrating. It just was like you couldn't keep up with the pace of the game.
Yeah, you know. Which isn't like us at all.
you know that
First 10 minutes.
you know
we
that
created
moment where Billy
chances,
Gilmore.
Mad.
Sorry, yeah, go. You know that moment with Billy Gilmore when he's winding up that shot.
Aye.
Tonali's just sitting there watching him, going, "What's he gonna do then?
Aye, I know.
Get out to him."
Billy Gilmore had a fucking class game. He was unreal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was weird. Don't get me wrong. All of Ferguson's goals he took well, apart from obviously this Fabian Schär own goal. I don't think it's gone down as an own goal though, is it?
It went down to hat trick, aye.
No, I did it.
Aye. So
But
so
yeah, I
That's
think
another.
sorry.
obviously, I know you beat them in that, but Brighton's a tough game. They have been for quite a few seasons. But I was seeing the day on Sky Sports, we've got the worst, the hardest start to the Premier League. Newcastle. The first 4 games have been solid. Aye.
Newcastle. Who was it? Liverpool, City,
Villa,
Brighton.
Liverpool, Brighton.
Villa don't really look that hard at the moment, but yeah, all the others, yeah.
Top 7 last season in the first 4 games of this season. So it's a bit annoying. Yesterday felt a bit like a 6-pointer for us. In all honesty, if Isaac takes his fucking chances in the first 10 minutes, then it's a completely different game.
He looked off it.
I don't know. I think Isaac's better on the wing. He when he got moved onto the wing when Wilson came on, he was much better on the wing and he looked more dangerous. Tonali was quiet, but we really missed Botman. Like you could see in the back line, it was just we didn't know what.
How long was he out for?
I think it's only that weekend. I think it was only that game.
Is it?
Oh, is it?
What was actually wrong with Matty?
Against Liverpool, he went up for a header and late in the game, and he twisted his ankle. So everyone was thought.
Oh yeah, so he did.
He's out, but it's not as serious as everyone thinks. There was actually talks that he was meant to be playing yesterday, so I think Eddie Howe's just let him rest for an extra week and then get him back fully fit. But fuck me, it was horrible to watch. Ferguson actually fucking played class. He'll be
he looks like a
200
little
million
bit of
in
a player, doesn't
January.
he?
I was going to say Brighton are rubbing their hands right now. That's an extra 30 million onto the transfer fee. Arsenal are fucked now.
Yeah,
every goal was fucking
Chelsea
50
will be paying that.
You know what I mean? Mental.
In your opinion, Matty, did anybody else kind of stand out in the Brighton team for you? Did anyone else stand out of why, or possibly why he could have, did get beat?
No, not really. I think we actually kept Matona quite quiet, which I'm quite shocked at because he's at the minute he's quality to watch. Your normal ones, March, Gross. Is it Gross? Aye, they're just good.
Yeah.
It's almost like I don't know if you thought that, but it's almost like their tactic was to just try and hurry you up.
Aye.
Mm-hmm.
I think actually done us as well, which we weren't expecting, was the quick as fuck free kick takes. Because they were right in behind us. Straight, every single free kick they got, it was took straight away. And we none of us was set back. But it's a bit disappointing, but it's one of those, you look at it, we've got 3 massive teams out the way in the first 4 games. So hopefully it's upwards and onwards for him. But
the thing is as
Brentford
well,
next,
Matty, would you rather have it happen now rather than happen at the other end of the season?
I was saying this to the boy at work. I'd rather it happen now, so we can progress in the season. So, like, say we're sitting fucking 5th or whatever, and we have that run of games, and we lose all 3, and then the other teams around us win all 3, and we're fucked. We drop to 11th. You know what I mean? I'd rather have it now.
Yeah.
I'd rather get it out of the way. I mean, it's Brentford at home, our next game after the break, so they don't look. It's annoying because Brentford seem to score, but I believe we'll beat them.
But yeah, we might as well bring up the West Ham game. So we're top of the league for I think 13 hours, 14 hours. Brilliant, love to see it. I don't know if anyone watched the game, but the Paqueta pass for that Bowen goal was unreal. I think the Luton keeper needs to fucking hang his head in shame though, because I don't know how the fuck he's not managed to save it. I think Bowen even said it in the interview afterwards. I don't know, he's not managed to keep it out.
Yeah.
But it was an interesting performance. I thought Luton played quite well. They made us feel uncomfortable, I think.
Luton, I think maybe because they were at home, but Luton actually set up well. They managed to keep the game at 0-0 for quite a long time until the header went in, and they actually looked all right.
Yeah.
But that stadium's class. I love it.
Yeah.
I think it's quality.
It's really close, isn't it?
I love I don't know if anyone else has seen the video of the West Ham fans saying we can see in the bath.
Yeah,
on
I
the
saw
way
it.
out.
Oh,
That,
yeah,
that's
on the way
such
out.
class.
Yeah.
You love to
just
see
go-
it.
Just go over a cut another. I think Gary Neville actually covered it
Penalty,
brilliantly
yeah.
on Friday. But I think the spine of that team now looks really, really good. From Antonio down to Alvarez, down to Zuma, down to Areola. As I said, it was good to actually see a different side of us. We're playing a bit more tiki-taka, a bit more probing. It was nice to see it. I didn't actually think we looked too bad. There's been a bit of stick online about us not being cutting enough. But I don't know what you meant to do when they're sitting so far deep.
I think, I agree. I think Alvarez, for me, he just continues to impress me every week because he's a holding midfielder. Every holding midfielder needs time to settle into a different league, into a different team. But he seems to have just clicked, and he seems to be getting better and better. I think he's been one of the best signings West Ham's made in.
It's even better because as well with him now we can actually use a single pivot, so actually pushing James Ward-Prowse and Paqueta a bit further up. It's a nice change, and he is everywhere. Like, I don't know if you saw his tackle that the Luton fans was called a penalty. It's never a penalty. It's actually a world-class tackle where he's nicked the ball away from him.
Ward-Prowse's.
No, Alvarez in the second half.
Alvarez.
He's cut. Yeah, it's a brilliant tackle. The second goal, Zuma does what Zuma does, isn't it? It's just he got free and he absolutely lamped the cunt in.
He's kicked it like a cat. That's why.
Zuma.
That's never going away.
Yeah, actually, when the goal went in, all you heard was meow. But I think Zuma had a fucking belter.
Yeah,
he was class in defence.
He loves that.
And that leap, by the way.
Sorry,
what have West Ham done to Zuma?
No, by the way, he's been good ever since he's been at West Ham.
No, but that's what I'm saying. What have he done? Like, he wasn't that good at Chelsea.
Do you know what it is? It's like
it's a sunshine.
Luton on a Friday, right? It's like he gets to play against a physical team, and I think he likes doing that. He doesn't like passing out from the back too much, which is now put on Agued. Agued's the passer out. You see that every single time. He literally takes one touch, finds his other centre back, and passes it out to him. He doesn't want to do any of that. But any time a ball comes in, he's there. Like Matty's right, for that leap, for that second goal, he must have jumped about 7 foot up in the air. It was nuts.
Yeah.
It was mental. He was like way above everyone else who was jumping as well. Like, he's just like climbed up a fucking beanstalk or something, and just nailed it into the fucking bottom corners.
The Luton goal, our clean sheet's going to be a problem for West Ham going forward.
I think so,
Possibly.
but we seem to actually be able to score at the moment. Our issue last year seemed to be the fact that we didn't finish anything, and then we concede stupid goals.
Yeah, so I don't mind conceding as long as we're a couple of goals up. So if that Zuma goal doesn't go in and we actually concede, I'm raging. But
do you not think this starting 11 just seems a lot better not even put together? They just seem to play so much better together. It seems like whatever elephant was in the room that was causing problems last year is gone, and we're just kind of like, right, we're just gonna get on with it. Play some decent football.
It was Antonio's what, sorry?
That elephant in the room was Antonio's piece. You know what I mean?
Well, I want to touch on what Jay said last podcast. I kind of agree with him. I think it's the weight of Rice lifted off your team. It's sort of helped the free roam in midfield. To be honest, I kind of agree. Last week I wasn't too sure, but after that game against Luton, you can kind of see
the midfield. It's just like a bit of everything now in there. Like Souček and Rice are so similar, but like now you've got like Alvarez. If you actually watch Alvarez play, I don't know. Like if you watch the game, he drops into centre back so often to pick the ball up, and then just goes forward. He actually wants to be a defender, and then Souček won't get back in that team now. I don't think.
Well, I've seen quite a bit of rumours that they think they will. I don't think they want them to, but I think they'll think might as well continue to put them in.
I mean, I wasn't shocked that he didn't play against Luton, and I don't think, as I said, I don't think he'll go. Well, he might go up against City. He might take Ward-Prowse out, I would think, maybe, or maybe
a winger. Did he not pick up
an
injury the week before, though? Is that why he didn't play at Luton?
Souček, I think so.
No, I thought he did for some reason. I thought that's why he wasn't involved at all.
I don't know. I mean, it was weird for Moyes not to pick him. He loves him for some reason.
Yeah.
He's been shit for 18 months. I've had
Shouldn't be
enough.
starting,
But
in my opinion.
What
at all.
one thing I didn't like about your midfield was the way Ward-Prowse was deep. He was a bit too deep. Like, he's better a little bit forward where he can scan the midfield and the forwards and pick his pass. I felt he's a bit too deep when he picked up the ball, because when he tried to run out with it, all the runners were either already ran or there was no one available.
I think the idea behind it is if he came a bit deeper, he had less pressure to try and find a pass. I'm not going to lie to you. Ben Rama had a brilliant first half. But he's so frustrating. He does everything right, gets down to the byline, and then he's shit.
Yeah.
Like, he was causing the geezer havoc down that side, but he just didn't do anything.
Yeah.
At the end of the
No.
at the end of the move. I'm gonna see if I've got and the handball, by the way, with James Ward-Prowse is definitely a handball.
It's 100% penalty.
Completely. I'll even hold my hands up, mate. It's a mile of a penalty. I don't know how they haven't called it. Did they bring out any reason why it wasn't called?
No. I think what whoever on commentary said was it was a natural reaction of what he was doing with his body, so that's why it possibly wasn't given. But
Hand was high, though.
it was definitely high. So I don't understand how it hasn't been given. But they're like, it's a natural position with his body.
It's there.
It's out of position.
Aye.
Yeah, it's absolutely handball. The only thing I can possibly think of is I think it comes off a West Ham head in front of him, and I think they're thinking it's too close to move his hand out of the way. But even then, I think you chap in. I think it's.
But the thing is, he's not moved his hand. It's constantly there. It's the player in front of him that's moved.
Yeah.
He's constantly like that. I mean, I don't know. I guess. Who knows anymore?
I will.
It's weird. I don't know. Obviously, I don't know about you, but obviously, I watched the game live. But when they got one goal back, there was a weird feeling about the game.
Yeah.
That they might have got a second, and then obviously the handball happened, and it never got looked at, or it did, and just got marked off. But there was just a weird feeling as soon as it went 2-1.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's just their thing in it. They're at home. They need to push their team forward. I actually thought we played all right. I didn't think we looked shaky after the first goal going in. As I said, the handball's obviously a point. But what I mean is I don't think we were shaky. I thought we were all right. We defended everything that came in the box. If I had to put a man of the match out there, it'd be Zuma every day of the week. I think Zuma was
That was my
fucking
question
unreal.
next. I was going to ask who was Ben's.
I'll have to go off Alvarez, mate. I just love the way he plays. I love the work rate. I think he's a class signing. I'm hoping that he will start, and I think it's great that we've got someone that's finally going to punt Souček out of the team, mate, because he's just shit and has been for ages, and he does me in because Moyes just keeps chucking him in the team, and I just can't be arsed watching that.
Yeah.
Souček has a problem now because I don't know how he gets back in that team.
Injury.
How we're playing.
That's it.
No.
Would you play him, because obviously you've got Europa, would you use him as one of those players to use in the league to rest either an Alvarez or a Ward-Prowse?
Well, that's what I mean,
Probably.
right? So what I mean by that is, right, you have three midfielders that all do a thing that he can't do, in my opinion, with Souček. And, like, I'm not going to lie to you, if James Ward-Prowse or Paqueta get injured, he wouldn't be the first one I'd put in there, but it'd be Fornals.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be Souček. I don't even think Souček goes as a holder. He can't play single pivot. He's not mobile enough. So I don't know how he gets back in that team. Unless you're going to start playing him up front. If Moyes just wants to chuck him up front. Do you know what I mean? But
Target
I
man.
can chuck him in net.
I'm happy until the international break. I think obviously our teams have all done all right, but I don't think anyone at the start of the season would have expected West Ham.
Has it come at the wrong time for West Ham, though?
What, the international break? Nah, I don't think so.
With the international break, with some teams, you're going into it, they can be having a great bit of games, and then after it, they just seem like it's the start of the season again, and they can't get into the run of the things again.
The only reason I'd say no is because of the games we have now after the international break. Like, I'd understand if, like, we had another, not easy game, but we had another, like, don't know, Palace or Burnley, but with City and then Liverpool, it's
Too
No,
rough
I'll take the
games.
international break. Take 2 weeks. Take 2 weeks of thinking, and then I'll go into that because I could be wrong, but I think we've done like City, Liverpool, someone, and then Newcastle. So no, I want the international break. To be honest with you, 2 weeks break.
That's fair.
Funnily enough, I don't think there's a lot of West Ham players actually in the internationals at the moment. I think Kudus is going to Ghana. Obviously, Bowen, James McCarroll aren't selected. Alvarez is at Mexico, but I don't think you have a lot. Zuma's not with France. Like, you have a good half the team still at the club.
Yeah.
Just another couple of games, a point that I want to kind of bring up and go around in case anyone watched them or have an opinion on them. Did anyone see the Liverpool Villa goals?
I've not watched them yet.
No, not yet.
Oh my God, Dominic Szoboszlai, that goal. By the way, watch it. It's probably goal of the weekend. It's unreal.
I've not seen the goal, but if it's anything what it was like at Leipzig, that's all he done. He only scored bangers. So if it's anything like that, I can't wait to watch it.
It's an absolute lightning shot. Goalkeeper has no chance.
Speaking. 2 seconds.
Oh, I can edit that out.
You need to hear his eye.
Hello, mate.
If we're talking about bangers, by the way, fucking Romero for fucking Tottenham. Oh my God.
That was coming up. I have that in my little sheet. Just a thingy. Villa's. That's another loss for Villa. Their high line is proving a problem for them again and again and again.
We said that though.
They just need to take that in, didn't they?
We said that.
I'll continue to say it. I've said it since pre-season. Going forward, they look deadly. Going back,
awful.
Dead.
Yeah.
That's the only way you can describe it. I don't understand it. I don't understand. Matty Cash has just got a thing for goals. If it's in the opponent's net or if it's fucking own net at this point. But
it was unlucky. It was unlucky. He's gone across trying to stop it, and he's ended up putting a brilliant goal in.
Yeah.
But the other 2 games I want to bring up, I'll bring up the Spurs Burnley first. That not the Romero goal. Just to begin with, Son's back. In style, he decided to Panenka the fucking goalkeeper for his first goal. I mean, nuts. It was unreal. And then, for what you said, Matty, when it was Romero.
For a cent.
No, Romero's was a bullet.
Like, just to smash it first time for a centre-back, he's nailed it. Like, unreal. Madison's goal as well is fucking class.
What is going on with him? Did he hear me? Has he watched this first episode of this podcast? And I thought I said he was overrated. And he's like, oh, tell you what, on my beer. We're getting Europe, boys.
I don't understand. The Spurs have surprised everybody because I think we all didn't have them in the top 4. I don't think anyone had them in the top 6, to be honest. No. I watched a guy on YouTube and he said they're going to finish about 12th. No, if the run of form they're on at the moment. Madison just seems to be different. And then they've added Brennan Johnson in.
I thought losing Højbjerg was going to affect him a lot more than it has. Because it doesn't seem to have made much of a difference.
No. Maybe Harry Kane was the problem.
It seems to be the big names leaving clubs. It's
Son. I still think Son's the problem. He's been shit for the start of the season. I think, was it yesterday was his first goals he scored for Spurs this season? Or he'd scored one. He must have scored only one previously, but he wasn't good at all up until this game, to be fair. But I don't like Spurs, everyone knows that, but fair play.
Oh, no, don't wrong.
I was going to say,
I don't want to praise them, but they are playing unbelievable football at the moment.
Yeah. I'm kind of jealous of Madison.
I tell you what, I said for Harry Kane to leave, how funny would it be for him to win the fucking league, and they seem to be fucking smashing it, like.
Oh, shut up, Matty. Fucking touch wood, it doesn't happen. It's not happening. They can eat shit.
It's it Meg over here. They can't win the league because West Ham are going to win the league by the looks of it. It's fine. Last game is City Fulham. It's just City in it. They just looked a bit shaky to begin with, and then just ended up going into a different gear. And
They didn't look good in
Send
the
them
first half again.
No,
They didn't look good, and then all of a sudden they've just went, Haaland, do your thing, and then
Hat trick.
like.
I think I saw, by the way, that's 8 hat tricks he's got for them.
That boy is
Yeah.
unbelievable. Like he's
23.
next level.
I seen something on Facebook, right? I know it's Facebook, but it was the first 4 fixtures of last season. Haaland has replicated the goals he scored of last season in the first 4 games.
It's mad.
It was mental how Haaland's able to do that. I think he'll break the golden boot record.
I thought you were going to say Alan Shearer's record.
I think if he stays,
Definitely far up to that just yet.
I said,
No, I
last
think
season
you're
he
right.
came to the Prem. I said if he stays in the Prem, he'll break the record. 100% he will. The boy's a fucking tank. That's so. I think it's eight hat tricks for City, but 5 in the Premier League, and the whole career of Nestor, what we call him, he only managed 5 in his whole career, and he's done it in less than a season and a half at City. Like it's just mental. He's only
asked the question, what is in his dad's lasagna?
I don't think it's
whatever it is,
lasagna
mate,
we need to be asking.
It works, doesn't it? Like,
Beef and cheese, you fucking idiot. That's what's in his lasagna.
Mate, if it's just beef and cheese, I want to know what beef and cheese he's getting to play like that.
Don't ask what Haaland's dad's beef is, please.
Well, yeah, maybe not.
Poor choice of words, Ben.
Mincy Norwegian goodness.
What about Chelsea though? First time Forest has beat Chelsea since 1997.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
It just makes it more funnier.
I watched the game.
Spend so much money and still be shit. He's unbelievable.
Aye.
Is that down to the players or is it down to Poch?
Over.
I don't think you can blame Poch yet. I think. Do you know what, mate? I think it's because they're just chucking money at something.
It's
They're
mental.
not like.
Well, they chucked money at Caicedo and he's been at fault for the last 2
he's been
goals they've
awful.
conceded.
But it's like
I do
mate,
laugh at what.
they've spent £1 billion in a year. Like,
Yeah.
what
Mental.
fuck?
Caicedo, what?
Yeah.
How much was he? What was the final figure? Was it 105?
115?
115 million, and he's giving away 2 goals in 2 games.
Makes Declan Rice look a bargain now, doesn't he?
Oh, is it? I just don't understand what the money's for. Brighton must be rubbing
actually,
their
Gordon,
hands.
At
That's
the
what I was
moment,
saying.
who looks like a better signing, Edson Alvarez or Declan Rice?
Ooh.
I'm sitting out of this one, Matty. You can.
So,
I'm just biased at this point, so I can't really say anything. I think Rice has been decent so far, but Alvarez has been. He's just been impressive every time he's played. But who knows? I don't want. I'm not giving my opinion on this one.
Well,
I think it's clear and
they've all been
obvious what
better than
mine is.
Caicedo. So,
and granted,
Like-
Just to put it out there.
I would say I'd say Rice because he started more games, but that isn't taking away anything on Alvarez because I think Alvarez has been phenomenal since coming into West Ham.
Yeah.
Because I even said it was a good signing before he's even when you first announced the sign. I said it was a brilliant signing because I kept track of Ajax and Kudus as well. By the way, I can't wait to see him play because he's fit.
I was going to say that. You think West Ham's playing good now?
Aye.
Wait until Gudus is either playing as a cam or a winger.
Yeah.
He's so lightning. He's just lightning with his feet.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know
Whether
where
that's
he
shooting
goes.
or if
Though.
that's running.
I've done a bit of. Well, I tried to do a bit of research on him, and I can't. Apparently, he can't play off the left.
He kind of just roams.
Mm-hmm.
Like he doesn't have a. It's weird. He doesn't have like a position. He's just there. He's just in the opposition's face. He picks the ball as a cam, runs out to the wing and cuts in, or he just runs direct at them from any angle. Like he doesn't really he doesn't give a shit. He just runs. He's got legs for days. Like honestly, trust me on that one. He does.
I'll back
but we need.
is unreal. he is class.
Yeah, but the whole point was, I think he was meant to come in. Well, who knows what's going on in the workings of David Moyes? Do you know what I mean? But
Don't change it. Don't change it just yet.
I don't know. Ben Rama's not impressing, so you'd think he's the one to come out, but Kudus can't play on that side. I was thinking Bowen through the middle and then Kudus out on the right.
Can Bowen play on the left, or can you just swap them over?
I've never seen him play on the left.
I don't think so.
If you're gonna put any player in the middle, Jay, I'd put Kudus in the middle and keep Bowen on the right.
Oh, really?
Oh, 100%. I wouldn't have put Bowen through the middle. One, I've never seen him play through the middle, so I don't know what he's like. But at the minute, he's on form. Why the fuck would you take him off right wing? So,
Yeah.
And Kudus just likes running at defenders. So if you have him in the middle and you have Bowen doing it out on the wing, you've got Ben Rama twirling about on the left. I mean, yeah, it'll be good for West Ham.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's come back from the international break. Pap City. We'll stop the 100% run, and then we'll go from there.
Just before we go, I want to bring this up what Paul Merson said. Obviously, the transfer window shut on Thursday night, or Friday night, what one it was, can't remember. I think it was Friday, sorry. Obviously, Saudis came in for Salah, 150. It's been rejected. Paul Merson's came and said, if Saudi come back to Liverpool in the next week, offer them 200 million to accept it and then try and poach Saka for Arsenal for 200. Well, not for 200, but with the 200. So, what's your guys' thoughts on that or opinions on it?
In my opinion, I heard what Paul Merson said, but Paul Merson is a cunt. But I would cash in on Salah because one of his age, it's not very often you get fucking potential 200 million. I would cash in. Yeah. But then when he said Saka's worth 150, he has been sniffing some crap. Like, Salah's good. Saka's good. Sorry, Saka. I don't think he's worth 150 mil. Saka's good, but
why not?
I would cash in.
Not yet, anyway.
I think the problem is, though, they've set the precedent with Caicedo being 115 million. How much does that make Saka worth?
That's yeah. So
17.
Why is Saka not worth 150 million?
Because he can go hit and miss in games.
But you've got the English players tax. He's really young. Obviously, he's a class player for Arsenal. He's in the England squad. Declan Rice was 100 mil. Like Caicedo's 115. So Saka's got to be above the 100 mil mark. So how far up do you go? Because he's going to be.
But the thing with Saka is he's too easily bossed out of games. He can go down the wing. He doesn't do it nearly enough as he should. He cuts in, and he's only really got a left peg to put it in. Well, like a top class goal. I mean, if you look at Salah can do everything. He can run at defenders. He can hold the ball up. He can dribble. He can pass. He can do all this. So I think with Saka, I don't think he's worth the 150 million yet. But he is young. He can build these attributes in. He can be better. He really can. But at this moment, he's too young.
Him?
No.
Right, okay.
I'll say.
I do agree with Matty though.
If you put a shadow on Saka, 150 mil. 100%.
What?
I think.
Right. I was thinking, what the fuck? Yeah, I was thinking archetype. Right. Okay.
I think with Martinelli though, he's the same. He's too easily missing games or missed out in games. When he's on form, he's on form. When he's off, he is off. He can't do anything. But I think Saka's worth more. But yeah, I think with what Ben said, the English tax, yeah.
I'll bet though, if you're sitting there with Liverpool, you've got Mo Salah. How old is he now?
29, I think.
29 years old. 200 million. If they come in with 200 mil, why wouldn't you take that?
Exactly.
Because Liverpool aren't a team that spend large amounts of money.
Nope.
Usually.
By the way, I think they have a ready-round replacement at right wing as well in Gakpo. Yeah. I think Gakpo.
That's what I mean. So why not cash in, get 200 mil, and then the next transfer window, any holes that they've got or any depth that they need to build, you've already got the money there.
Mm-hmm.
Or even Jota. I think Jota played there for Wolves. It was either the left or the right he played for Wolves.
Left.
But he still managed to do a decent enough job there. I mean...
I do like Jota at centre forward though.
What we'll do is just to finish it off, is we'll do predictions for the week back after international break.
Oh,
So
fuck.
we have Matty, who has Brentford. Go on.
Yeah,
I'm
2-0.
writing these down, so you'll be held accountable. Sorry, when we come back.
2-0 to.
Go on. Shock.
What do you want to say? We're going to get beat? Fuck you.
Mate, all I'm saying is, right, winning isn't for everyone. Do you know what I mean, at the moment? So, don't shoot the messenger.
Fucking relegation zone last year, can't I mean?
Arsenal have Everton.
Yeah, Goodison.
10.
That's changed my opinion.
Oh, come on.
You've got to back Arsenal,
1-0.
surely.
No, yeah, 1-0 Arsenal, but it won't be easy.
1-0?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
I think 4-1.
I want to say more, but they have to remember Sean Dyche's first game in last season, they beat us. That's the only thing that's coming into my mind at this moment in time.
But
They beat us 1-0 last season at their bit. So.
but Sean Dyche is shit this season because he's fucking grown hair. That's why. You know what I mean?
Brexit's happened. He's lost his passive abilities. We've got City. Ben, I'll let you go first. You're the delusional one usually.
4-0.
Bicycle kick from halfway.
Jesus. I'm going to say 2-1 City.
Imagine going against your own team.
I just don't. Mate, I was going to say 2-1 West Ham, and then I was like, we're not cooking that.
And
Shocking.
here comes Jay.
Yeah, no, completely right. I'm going to be a total flip-floppy fan. I said this last week, and I'm just going to go for it now. I'm embracing it. I thought we'd get relegated, but we'll just move this now. We're actually getting top 4. It's been
Still
changed.
Time.
I have heard a quote about that penalty not being given. It's because I don't know if you all saw it from Paddy Power. Going, is that a penalty, ref? And then VAR going, you're joking. You want to miss out on the opportunity of Danny Dyer drinking WKD out of Mikel Antonio's boot in the trophy parade, and that's class. I'm all for it now. I reckon 2-1 West Ham.
To be honest, you weren't playing well last season, and you took Man City to the 70th minute before they started scoring goals. I mean, these are playing well. So
are we doing predictions?
Who knows?
For each other's teams?
Oh, for each other's, yeah. 2 cents.
Ooh.
Let me just write this down. Go on. Go on. You think 7-0 or something, didn't you?
No. So Arsenal, Everton. I'm gonna go 4-1 Arsenal.
I've got more confidence in that.
Bloody hell. Right, tie.
West Ham City. 7. No, Moisey to get that. 3-2 City.
That just clicked in my head. Now, Moisey. Antonio gets his leg broken. Moisey laces up the boots one last time. Here we go.
And he scores all 3 goals off his haggis belly. I can't wait for this. 3-2 City.
Right, okay. You're a cunt, that's fine.
Who have Newcastle got, sorry?
Brentford.
That's St James's like.
Oh, you're at St James's. 2-1 Newcastle. I think Brentford started the season well, but they can score goals, but they're not too good at defending.
Oh, sorry, go on.
3-1 City. I think it'll be a tight affair, but I think City will just score 2 quick goals. Possibly not at the start of the game, but just 2 quick fire goals, and you'll just be deflated after it. I think it'll be close.
I disagree, but that's fine. Go on, Ben.
I think Newcastle Brentford. I think 1-1. I think it'll be very level. I don't think it's as much as I think Newcastle should probably win that game. I think it'll be a boring game. And I think And I think the Arsenal game, I think is likely to be like, I think it'll be 3-1. I reckon Everton will get a C into. If Arsenal start off quick, there's no way they're dropping points, and I think they'll have a field
Right.
day.
Well, I'm going 1-1 at Goodison.
Oh.
I don't know why. It's just after all of you lot saying I want to be different, to be honest with you.
So what do you actually want then? Is that what you truly believe, or is that what you're going
No, do you know
with?
what? Part of me thinks she'll run and ragged, but also part of me thinks you haven't even hit a gear this year. I don't.
Yeah.
Like, if anyone's actually getting excited about the 3-1, like, if I go on AFTV tonight on TikTok and they've gone on about 3-1, I'll be posting about them as well. They can fucking shut up.
So you know what to do now. Go see your TikToks. That's what it's going to be.
Brentford, Newcastle. 3-2 Brentford.
Ooh.
Right, well, it was nice knowing you all, you fucking bunch of dickheads. I'll see you in the next.
But yeah. I don't know why either. I don't know why. Brentford just one of those teams that just seem to pull results out of their arse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's pretty much me. That is us for this week. We're going to take a week's break just into the international break. We're going to have a week off on a Sunday, which is nice. Probably a video to replace it, but not a pod, because obviously West Ham aren't winning that week. But if you have any questions or anything you want us to cover, just drop it in the comments. And yeah, have a nice weekend off, lads. Take it easy.